Hello, YouTube. It's Jerry D in Tennessee. Let's talk about Blue Spear. Been a lot of concern. SEC's locking down OTCs. I'll leave a link here where I did a video on that. Also, Blue Spear had filed with the Nevada to get reinstated, and I didn't really know what the significance was with that. First, let's talk about they have a Facebook page. Okay, and the last post you see from them was April 9th, 2019. And a lot of people's been posting a lot of stuff trying to get them to do something or even post. They're not even been active. I mean, 2019 was the last time that they've done anything. But there's probably a reason for that. And I'll talk about that here in a bit. They've had posted several neat stuff. Here they talk about the anaerobic digestion. There was a scientific article, ScienceDirect.com, that talked about how their system to generate methane gas from manure waste from cattle and horses. They were buying waste from farmers, and to me that's a good thing. You can't, that's green is where our country's going. That's with electric vehicles and stuff. That's where we're headed. We're going to have to do something because we produce a lot of waste. Just our country alone, we produce a lot of waste. But anyway, let's not digress. I'm talking about Blue Spear. So there's been a lot of posts. There's been a lot of investors that's on this page. There's also a Blue Spear shareholders group also on Facebook. But let's go back on something I found on somebody posted on the Blue Spear corporate page on the website here. And well, let's switch scenes here. So here's the corporate page, and there's where I was talking about the anaerobic digestion technology. And they posted about their web page. I mean, they were pretty transparent a couple years ago. Now they were under different management as well, and I'll get into that too. But somebody had posted, this got my attention. So 2019, so last year, somebody, I don't know how they got a hold of this document, but this was talking about biogas. You see, they're on the 4th floor of their office building. This their main office. Now, I don't think that's where the actual plant is. The plant's probably in the same area. Excuse me, my side of my nose is itching. But they're on the 4th floor in this office building in Charlotte, North Carolina. So here's a document. I don't know where the person that posted this on the corporate site got this document. Maybe they work for Blue Spear. They didn't say. They just posted a link to this document. Somebody was wanting to know proof because they were claiming it was not a real company. And this was one of the replies from this guy saying that he thought it was a fake company. And I think it's a real company. I called them and asked them if they were hiring, and they transferred me to the HR person. Okay, so I could talk to them about getting a job with the company. So, I mean, they would have just said, just go to our website, download something, and mail it to us or something like that. They wouldn't have, if they were fake and they was just somebody just fielding phone calls with the phone number. But yeah, I actually got transferred to the HR department. They didn't want to have any openings at the time, but I was told that I would get a call if they had any openings that I should go ahead and send in a resume. But I mean, that's one of the ways you. That's one of the ways you can go and check some companies out. Call them. Just ask them some questions like you're interested in working for the company. Ask them, what do you do? What's your line of business? Do you have any openings and stuff like that? That's how you find out if these stocks are real. A lot of times, I mean, if they're not, they're going to brush you off if you call, or they're not even going to answer the phone. There's a fake. It may be a Google Voice number that they give. If it's a fake company. But this, to me, I'm still in the company. I have a small position. I've got 100,000 shares, which is not a whole lot, okay? But I'm holding these shares. I like to see them get reinstated or get OTC pink, and somebody sent me some information. Somebody sent me some information today that is really giving me some more hope, because I was kind of, well, I'll get to that, but I was kind of thinking, well, this is probably turning out to be a bad situation, because the company may not care, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. So, all right, let's focus here. So this somebody, one of the people is following Blue Spear Corp on the corporate website, posted this link, and this is a document. This is a Blue Spear document that's given information on how much electricity production, kilowatt hour, 688.922 kilowatts, electricity fed in. I'm not really sure what all these numbers mean, but this looks like just a document that they're using at the factory. Engine off the 11th, 14th. So I'm thinking the guy that posted this link, the person that posted this link, is an employee that works at the factory. I mean, this has got their letterhead on the top of it, but this is technical, like what you would have in a factory. Somebody walking around with a clipboard checking equipment or whatever. Somebody's got to go and make sure everything's running right. Okay, so source of feedstock, corn silage is what they're running. Amount processed, 1.62. I don't know what that tons. I guess there's a T right there. So 1.62 tons. So I'm not really sure how to read this, what this all means, because I don't work for them. So I mean, I'm sure whoever's in the department at the factory knows exactly what all this is and what they're doing. So operation and this is I guess a maintenance person checking the equipment. Water level valve under pressure. Function plate sensors functionality, daily, weekly, monthly checks. So this is the guy, I guess, a checklist of things that they check to make sure things are running safely and smoothly. Okay, so I don't think anybody would go through the trouble just to make this up. New York County Clerk, filed with the New York County Clerk. So I don't know, this may be some kind of report. 9/17/2020, September last year, at 5:36 p.m. So this is one item in their favor. This looks like their logo, their the company name. Biogas is one of their products that they're producing. So let's move on to something else here. So Blue Spear. Okay, yeah, in the users group. So they filed and I'll put a link for the video where they filed to go current with the Nevada. This is actually a screenshot where somebody looked it up, and actually this is probably the person that told me how to go in, that gave me the information of where I made the video prior, talking about how you could go in and look and verify for yourself if you're doing your own due diligence. So if we look at this and play this. Well, actually, I don't have to. It's already to the point I want to show. So V Corp Services, LLC. Let's back it up and go ahead and play it where he's scrolling through this. So this is where they filed. Blue Spear Corporation, entity number. This is the entity number. If you want to go look at this up to yourself, go to this website. Okay, if you're doing your own due diligence, go to this website. And I do this in my video if you want to look at that. Like I said, I'll put a link to where you can go and look at the video, and I'll talk about this. And I go through and I do a search and I pull it up and show that this is current. So esos.nv.gov, and I believe I put the link on my video down in the description too, how to get into it. So that's the entity number you want to search for, because you'll have to search. I think on the form you have an entity number, and that might be the only thing. I can't remember. That might be the only thing that's on the form. And it'll pull up. So the formation date, this was, they were formed, or they started here in the United States. They're actually an Israeli company, but July 17th, 2007 is when they started. This is their Nevada business ID. And I'll let this scroll up. So their annual report due date is 7/31/2022. And this kind of makes sense to me now, what this means, because I asked the question what this V Corp Services, what they had to do with Blue Spear. Excuse me. So V Corp Services helps people to get current. So I'm taking that to mean that they have filed. They are in the process. This company's going to file the paperwork, proper paperwork, for them to go OTC current. And the guy just posted that tonight. I asked a while back, and he answered me tonight, and then I'll show you where he replied to me. But jurisdiction, New York. This is the street of the V Corp Services in Carson City, Nevada. So okay, so when did they file? I can't remember the date. And I was looking to see if it was on here. 7/31/2022 is when they're supposed to report. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Hold on. I have to let it get to that point again, and I'll pause it here. I've got to be actually over the pause indicator. So when he scrolls over, right here, it's May 5th, 2021 is when they actually filed to start the process to go current. And I think that same day, I think it's when I come out with my video talking about this. But I wasn't really sure what this meant. Okay. Jeff Michael from the Blue Spear shareholders group. He's one of the moderators. Sent me this screenshot. Right there's where he specifically told me, look at this. So, and here Matthew Horton, okay, was the other guy. I was thinking it was Jeff, but it was Matthew. Matthew Horton says Jerry D. Farrell V Corp helps companies get current with their financials and corporate clients. So this. I was seeing people say that this was a sign that they're going to go current, but I don't know how it works behind the scenes, what the process is, what all is involved. I've never seen it done before. I have no clue. And there's some people that's been messing with these stocks and stuff that's seen this stuff happen, and apparently these people know what they're talking about. So right here you see it in black and white. V Corp helps companies get current with their financials and corporate clients. So this company is probably getting all the paperwork, legal paperwork, making sure, looking it over, make sure it's right, so filed properly, and we'll go through. So so that's one thing. That's a good thing. So, and it's like that other the document that I just showed was from 2020. That's proof that they're still in operation. The last time that they actually filed with the SEC was July 11th, 2019. The last time that they did a quarterly report, was it in July? When was this? Yeah. Because they filed a 1512G on April 1st, 2019, and then they filed a quarterly report. Now, this 1512G was to go dark, so they wouldn't have to file financials. But the whole new SEC rules, they're going to, and I'll post a link for this, they're going to start shutting down OTC stocks that are not current with their filings. I think the longest they can go was 2 years, and they're going to shut them down. And I have an example of what's going to happen when this happens. And it was getting me worried because I'm in a stock. I was in a stock. I think I've lost the money I had invested, which, I mean, it was not going to kill me. Because I tend to follow what I say. You know, don't invest anything you can't stand to lose. So, well, we'll get to that. So, okay, so we have paperwork from the factory. It's probably an inspection of the equipment. They probably got inspected, is my guess, is what this paperwork is that somebody posted a link for. But April 9th, 2020. So a little over a year ago. So, okay, so the last time they filed with SEC was 4/1/2019, that any documents, any filings, and they did provide a quarterly report. Okay, so I went out and I found somebody posted a Reddit group on the corporate where somebody did some due diligence. But first, let me say, the website's out of date. So if you go and you talk about the team, if you look at the team, some of the people that's on here are not with the company anymore. And 4 months ago, this person on Reddit, and I'll provide the link for this too, so people can go out and read this stuff. So let's go to this view. You don't want to look at my ugly mug anyway. So, let's go down here. And he states, yes, the website is old and out of date. There are indeed people listed that are no longer work at the firm. On the other hand, some stakeholders and board members that do work for the company are not listed. Okay, so it goes down here to say that the previous manager went back home. And was this where I read it? I don't know. I've read through this. Is pretty lengthy, so I'm kind of lost. But anyway, the new manager, the new managing partner, the person that did this write up and read it says David Buxbaum. I hope I didn't mess that name up, and I apologize to David if I did mess his name up. I'm really bad with names. I think I mentioned that in my previous videos. You'll find a stored history if you do a Google search, and you'll find a stored history about the man. He still works at the firm, and their offices are all still operational. Yet many people appearing on the website are no longer employed with the firm. The reason is simple. Buxbaum is more focused on doing business than on updating his website. And candidly, at his age, he likely has no interest in learning to manage it. So this person goes on to say, I see Blue Spear CEO Shalami Paulus in the same light. Both are older businessmen. Both are strong, both with strong ties to Israel. This is an Israeli company. Both have out of the date websites. Takeaway: if you are judging businesses based solely on their website, prepare to be burnt. It is far easier to build a flashy website than a non-existent business than it is to build a legitimate business while not devoting resources to regular website updates. I've worked for a company before that they kind of let their website lax. They didn't care about updating it or making it new every year. We just update the important stuff. That was part of my job, was updating the website, and they focus more on the business and just only the important stuff on the site. They didn't care about showing management. It was more about if we changed products or added new products, they would put the new products on the site. They didn't keep the officers of the company updated. So it wasn't a priority for HR to change the names if anybody left and somebody else got hired in place of people and stuff. Anyway, I'm digressing. I've got a lot to talk about as it is. Corporate projects. So this guy, I probably don't need to go through all the corporate projects, but he gives links to the projects. I'm going to give you the links if you want to read about all the projects. This guy's gone through the history of each project, and a lot of the projects are right here, are listed on the website with not quite as much information. Actually, no information, just locations mostly, isn't it? So this guy's went through and did the research and dug and found information on each of the projects and each of the plants, and he's listed all this stuff here. He's got links to AP Newswire. where they release the news. He's got links where you can go to the news wire on a lot of this to see PR News, yeah, Access Wire, excuse me. So he's got corporate composition and office. He's got links to people on LinkedIn. So so it's kind of interesting. Like I said, I'm going to leave the link. I'm not going to go and dwell on this a whole lot. But he does say that I guess he's referencing the board members, and he says, yeah, he's got LinkedIn people that's on the board. Neither of these men are referenced on the Blue Spear website, but both are, by their own admission, still active members of the board. So, I mean, he's went and dug and did some due diligence on them, just to prove the people that, because people have been claiming that Blue Spear is a fake company, it doesn't exist. And again, I've said a little bit ago, I've called them and asked them about the job and got sent to their HR person to talk to the HR person. So I'm convinced this is real. This company is I'm looking for them to go current. I am. I mean, after what I just showed you, it looks like that they're making the move. They've got until the end of September. The OTC lockdown information that I've went over. Here's the article about Science Direct. It's talking about Blue Spear taking waste and turning it into. I think this is the methane gas. There's probably more. Methane, carbon dioxide, hydrogen. So they generate methane and hydrogen, and then carbon dioxide off of it. So, and here's the 70% is methane, 30% is hydrogen, and I guess the carbon dioxide is just a byproduct for generating both of these gases as well. So, I'm going to leave the link for this. So if anybody is interested in the company, wants to read, do their own research on this company, it's here for you to read. It's out on the web, sciencedirect.com. Like I said, the link's going to be in the description. So go out to corporate information. You can actually get a report. Here it tells the country, the country of origin is Israel. It's a utility company. Their sub-industry is electric services. Here's the ticker. It's on the OTC. 2017 sales was 3,823,000. And is this just for employees? I don't know about what that means about the employees. I would think they would have more than 3 employees. But their market cap is 19,100,791. And shares outstanding of 5,305,775,352 shares. Closely held shares, I guess these are privately owned by management, 493,389 shares. So The fiscal year ends in December. Their common stock currency is US dollars. So there's a lot of information out there. So I went out StockTwits to see what I could find out on StockTwits today. I did a quick search, see what some people saying, and apparently I've seen on the shareholders group people talking about you can't trade on TD Ameritrade anymore or Schwab. So they've quit letting them trade. So right now the only place is Canada is the only place still allows purchases of Blue Spear right now. My guess, if you've got an account on one of the foreign exchanges, foreign brokerages, they may be still trading in the foreign markets, would be my guess too. Just like you can do Forex here from the U.S., trade foreign, I'd say foreign markets can trade U.S. stocks too, and the SEC's not locking those brokerages down that's out in other countries like France and England and where have you. So like this says Canada. So I'm wondering if Canada may not be the only place where they might be trading allowed. That'd be something to research. I may, if I get time, I get a lot of irons in the fire. Don't be going to this. I did not want to go to that ad. Sorry about that. I accidentally clicked. All right. So anyway, so now you can only trade in Canada. So hopefully this paperwork, will get filed. They will go OTC current. It looks like maybe it's already in the process. I don't see any news on Yahoo Finance, but I noticed today Yahoo was not reporting any information on Blue Spear. They're up today 3.57%, though exchanges are not supposed to be trading. Or, well, I say that E-Trade was going to quit at the end of May. I think the deadline's actually the end of September for all the exchanges to quit trading, but I think everybody has started to cut off trading on these not current stocks early, just to get in the practice of blocking people from doing it. I guess it keep from getting in trouble. But this was not even coming up. Yahoo a week ago was not even showing a chart when I come out here to it. It wasn't showing me prices. It would come up, but it wouldn't show me any information about it. So maybe some paperwork. I looked at on the SEC site. I don't see anything. Well, I didn't see. This is not Blue Spear, by the way. This was the example. I didn't see anything filed as of yet. And I'm not gonna waste your time by looking it up. But well, I mean, you can go to OTC Markets here, and you see the last time that there was any filings. There's no inactives, nothing current. If you go look at all, nothing since 2019. So, anyway, I'm expecting to hear some news in the next few months on Blue Spear. I'm hoping they're going to go current, and hopefully the stock's going to go back, because we had let's go 6 months. We had this little spike back in January. I mean, this was nice. I mean, we jumped up to 3 cents. I mean, we're like to almost 0.3 cents right now. So we were at 3 cents back in February. So I'm looking for us to go back to that. I'd like to see us go up to 10 cents or more, or maybe $1. I don't know. I think $1 is expecting a little much if they do go current before the end of the year. We might get up to 50 cents or maybe 10 cents to 50 cents or something like that. Maybe. That's just my opinion, though. I am not a stock advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just an old man talking about stocks on the internet, on YouTube. But anyway, like I said, it looks promising, and I'm hoping they don't end up like this. This company, I had 2 million shares on ELTZ. In the end of last month, this stock, the ticker got revoked. They're not, if you do a search on the stock exchange, if you're looking for OTC, ELT, Elite Group Incorporated, it's not going to even come up. So, E-Trade, actually, I think I posted. E-Trade well, I'll just tell you. Yeah, I'll just tell you. So, yeah. So if you pulled it up on E-Trade just give it some random number. For ELTZ, I may do another video about ELTZ. They still have their Twitter account, but they've not posted on Twitter since January 7th, 2019, which they claimed. Continuing to work on our 3 previous announced acquisitions and updating our filings. So this company may be doing the same thing as Blue Spear and focusing on business and not on their web presence, which kind of sucks that this ticker got revoked right here, 5/27/2021. They were revoked. They're not on the OTC anymore. They are gone. My E-Trade account where I have the 2 million shares shows 0. The value of it is 0. My balance, my negative balance, my percent gain is negative 100%, and is like $1,004 is the loss on the stock. I had $1,000 in 2 million shares. Was $1,000, and I've had that stock for a while. And I bought into it while they were still active on Twitter. So I've had that stock that long. I was in it long. I wasn't in it to flip it. Okay, it had went up and down, up and down. I wasn't in it to flip it. And 2018. Before that, they did a tweet on 2018. We have signed a letter of intent with Silver Lake Industries to purchase wells that provide annual cash flow. I think they're oil wells. Yeah, petroleum. So they're an energy company too, and that's one of the reasons. I'm pro energy. So I was in Gush too. Gush is still good though. Gush is pretty darn active right now. So they've been active. Gush stays active. But they're a lot more expensive too. This was like 5.005, half a cent, or 5/1000ths of a cent. Probably 5/1000ths of a cent to get 2 million shares. I can't remember what I paid, what the price was. But anyway, I got in on the cheap. I was in this long. I was going to hold it forever, just like Blue Spear, and just to let ride it as the price increased over the next 5, 10 years, whatever, as and counted as my retirement. It didn't work out that way. This stock is no more on the OTC. As this is proof right here. They have been revoked by the OTC. I could probably open this. It's a Forfeiture Delaware Corporation located in Hawthorne, New York. So they were, I guess they all do that, but is a revoked Nevada corporation located in Frisco, Texas. They lost their status on being on the OTC, and the reason is ELTZ is delinquent in its periodically filings with the commission. This is what's going to happen, and as I mentioned, I was afraid of in a previous video where I talked about this lockdown, that they're going to start yanking these stock tickers that are not current off the OTC, and you cannot trade them. So if you're in any junk stocks, it's not making an effort to file. This is what's going to happen. They're going to pull them off the stock exchange. Now, if they actually file and get reinstated, I don't know if you still keep your shares. I guess E-Trade's probably going to keep the record that I had the stock. So if they get reinstated, if they file their paperwork and get themselves back current, I may still have my stock, but it's no telling what it's going to be worth, until somebody starts trading on it. So, and yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. I've never had this happen to me before. So, it'll be interesting. They still show I have the stock. The ticker, the ELTZ, is not on the stock. It's some kind of weird random number like this with some letters in it. It's just something like maybe something E-Trade made up just to track that one ticker, one company, in case they get reinstated. But yeah, that was my worry, and I posted on the group, and I apologize if I got people upset, but I posted on the shareholders group that I just had this worry that this was going to happen to Blue Spear if they did not file and go current. But I feel better. I think of the gentleman that reached out to me and told me, and I'll put the links to get to the filings where they filed with the Nevada corporation. So if anybody wants to look it up for their own self, and don't trust me what I'm saying, do your own research. Do not go off of what somebody else says, or follow somebody else's trades, I should say. Don't follow somebody else's trades. Do your own research and make your own decisions on these trades, because it is your money. You don't want to blindly go and jump into stocks. Please trade scared. Keep your lights on. Keep a roof over your head. Trade scared. Don't invest money that you can't afford to lose. Okay? Keep what's important. Get your bills paid. Keep your lights on. Keep food on the table. If you got any extra, yeah, okay, go play in the stock market. But yeah, don't take care of your livelihood first before you trade. Okay? Like anybody's following me to succeed in the stock market, I don't want to hear of anybody losing money, because I've lost money. I've just showed you proof. Right here's one of my stocks, and it was heavily tweeted. It's an energy company, and I thought, oh man, and then they just went dark and quit filing, and there you go. So you are taking risks to invest in stocks. I do still believe Blue Spear is a real company. I will say it is a real company. I'm hoping to see some filings, and as soon as I see anything, if I see anything posted that they have filed an 8K or something to go current or something, I will I'll do another video and talk about it. But I think the gentleman that sent me the links it wasn't there, it was here, and told me that this company V Corp told me about V Corp, because like I said, when I first made the video, I did not know what this meant. I knew it was filing. I didn't know if they just had to have a business license or what. But apparently, this is actually a start, from what I've been told. These gentlemen are telling me this is a start for them to go and get current. It may be a slow process. I don't know what's involved, but people were asking me to make a video about Blue Spear. I hope you feel better about it, because I certainly do, because I was getting worried about it. Because September is going to be here. This is June. Uh, September is going to be here fairly quick. The older I get, the faster time flies, and this past year with the pandemic has gone by really fast. It's hard to believe I've been out of my office for over a year, and we're just now going in 2 days a week and back into the office. I'm not really sure how, if we're going to go back in full time back, or stay just 2 days and work remotely the rest of the time. Everybody's getting their work done, so I don't know. I'm thinking it would save them energy. You wouldn't have to keep the lights on for when people are not in the office. If they let us work from home just remotely all the time and just use conference rooms at the student center, uh, for us to have meetings occasionally or whatever, that would save them on utilities, property taxes. They could use our office space for more classes. But I'm not. I shouldn't even go there. That's their decision. Anyway, thanks for watching my video. Love for you to subscribe if you're not subscribed. I do plan, like I said, if I see any more information, I'm going to create a new video. I'll talk about if they file the 8K or what have you. As soon as I see something, I'll let you folks know. But I was getting worried myself. They've been quiet. They've not mentioned anything. I reached out to what's his channel called? Buy the Rumor, Sell the News. Jason. He's got a YouTube channel. He's got a lot more followers than me, and he is pro Blue Spear, and he's in for the long run, just like I am. I reached out to him about our following on YouTube, to reach out to the company and just, let them know there was an interest in the stock to see if they would go current. And Jason's like, nah, I'd sit back and be quiet, because they may be actually doing something behind the scenes, and just let it. Let's just ride it and see what happens. So out of respect for Jason, I'm dropping that thought, and just invite everybody just to let the company do its thing. This is promising, this filing that they did file with Nevada Corp, that the V Corp should get them, work toward getting them current. That makes me feel a lot better about the stock. Hopefully I've got, if you're watching this video and you're in Blue Spear, hopefully I've helped you feel better about the stock as well. So I'm in for the ride with you. I've not dumped my shares. I don't plan on dumping my shares. I may buy more a little later as I get a little more savings build up. I may buy it in as soon as if they go current and they start trading again. And I probably will get back in. I'll buy some more shares, because that'll be a positive thing. Plus it'll hit the price of the stock to go up if I buy more shares into it. But anyway, thanks for visiting my channel. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And again, keep it real. Don't invest any money you can't stand to lose. Trade scared. Trade informed. Go out, check these links out. I'm going to put these links out under the description of the video, so you can check it out yourself and read for yourself. I encourage you to do that. Do your own research on these stocks as I talk about them, and make your own decisions. Form your own decisions on whether or not you think it's a good investment. But anyway, I hope everybody has a good night. I hope you've had a good week, and hopefully this weekend, if I don't come out with a new video before the end of the week, hope you have a great weekend, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you. Bye. Hey, thanks for coming by. Glad you checked out the video. I hope you liked it. If you like it, please click on the like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel. May God bless you, and I hope you have a good day. Bye. Bella's got to be right up under me, don't you, Bella? Oh my word. Cloudy day, looks like it may rain. Clouds out over the valley. East Tennessee Valley. And Bella, she's just happy to be around.